Hello friends, I am here to show you all about these pocket printers that I have that I just love. They're portable and fun, and there's two that I'm going to focus on. The Instax Share SP2 and the HP Sprocket. Now you might be wondering what happened to your Instax Share SP1. Well, I actually got rid of it. I'm going to show you footage about it because I purchased the SP2 thinking that I would just give it to my mom and then I would have the SP1 or vice versa. But after doing a comparison study, which you'll see in the video, I decided to sell the SP1 because there was just no comparison as far as the quality goes. But I'll dive more in depth with you about that when we go to the video. I want to say that I get questions all the time on Instagram and my blog about these portable pocket printers because they are so cute and fun. So I wanted to dive in and show you how they work and also my opinion about what I love about them. If you've been following on my journey for quite some time, you know that I love being able to create on the go and have these little tiny pictures that print out right at your fingertips wherever you might be. So even if you don't travel, you might want to still watch this video because these portable printers are handy to have even if you like to stay at home and do all your printing there. The first one that I ever got was years ago, and I actually ordered it off of eBay, and it was the Fujifilm mobile printer MP300. I think it's called a Pivi, P-I-V-I, and you can see that it connects via USB cord to my DSLR. And I used to tote this thing around in my purse, and then when we would travel, I remember in particular Hawaii, I took this printer and sat poolside and printed out my memories and was able to make a mini book while I was on the trip. So look at the size of what I had to create with back then. And when I say back then, this is like maybe 2009, 2010. So we've come a long way considering these portable printers, these pocket printers that I'm going to show you are teeny tiny and really so fun to use. Let's check them out. I ordered the Instax Share SP2 through Amazon. I got it through Amazon Prime, so I got it within a couple days. The link is below. I found that the box looks like it has both Japanese and English, and I'm not sure where it actually came from, but it came very quickly. Like I said, within 2 days, thanks to Prime. When I open the box, there are instructions and other paperwork, as you can see. And then if you open this little flap, the printer is nicely wrapped, and then there's also a battery as well as a USB cord for charging. So I'm just going to pull out this printer so that we can figure out how to load up the battery. And I like that this one has its own battery. The SP1 takes CR2 batteries, and this one looks like you can just pop this in and then use the cord to charge it. So on here, on the side, I had a hard time actually opening up this little compartment where the charger goes. Ignore my gray nail polish there. But for some reason I couldn't do it. So I reached for the thing that was closest to me that I thought would help, which were these Cutter Bee scissors, and I got it open. I don't know if I recommend doing that, but it worked. And here is the USB cord. So I'm just going to figure out if I need to charge this up. I probably do. It probably doesn't come charged. But I also wanted to show you the SP1 comparison. So I grabbed that out of my Random Nicole pouch. And here's the little charger with the batteries I was talking about for this printer. But basically, side-by-side comparison, the SP1 is slightly wider. The SP2 is a little bit more narrow, but it's taller. They are both sleek looking, and I want to test out the prints to show you a side-by-side comparison. I went ahead and printed 2 photos out using this SP2. I wanted to test it out, and I didn't have a tripod with me, but I wanted to show you the results of the prints. And here they are. These are actually for Jack's preschool. They need a picture of the family and then a picture of him. So they turned out really good. I think this is very true to how it looks on my iPhone. and there was no problem printing them out at all. I was able to crop in on both of these, and I think the quality looks amazing. So then I took the SP1 and I printed out the same two photos. I didn't crop in exactly as it was before, but you can definitely tell a difference. This is looking really blown out, and this has kind of got a little blown out effect too. And if I didn't have the other ones to compare to, this one would be just fine, but this one, he looks very much like a ghost. So I'm gonna bring in the other two photos that I printed with the SP2, and you can just tell how much more vibrant these are than these. And I didn't change the settings or anything, they're the exact same pictures. So overall, I do think the SP2 is a much better quality. And like I said before though, I wouldn't have noticed so much on the SP1 had I not had these to compare it to. So I did try one more with the SP1 just to show you. This one is a little bit dark on my phone, but then it printed out okay. And I didn't do a comparison of this one just because I don't need two of these photos of him in the tubby, but you can tell that because it was a little bit dark on my phone, it does turn out a little bit better. So I would say that if you have lighter photos on your phone, that they get a little bit too blown out with the SP1, but the SP2 does a really good job of staying true to the colors, true to the lightness, and also the contrast as well. Now let's take a look at the new HP Sprocket, which is linked below as well. This came out at the end of September, and there's also this paper pack which has 20 sheets. The printer itself does come with a 10-pack of paper. So I power it on and then the little light comes on, and to print it you need your Bluetooth on, and I also want to allow for the Bluetooth to talk to the sprocket. I go into my camera roll to decide which photo I want to print out, and I'm going to choose one of these of Jack in front of this little blue clubhouse, and that's how it is, unedited, straight from the camera. But then when I go to print it, I'm out of paper. This is good timing to show you how to load it. So I just press OK, and then I grab the paper. And this is zinc photo paper. It comes 2 10-packs to 1 box. And it's really simple to load. The photo illustrates exactly how you do it, and this is how you open up the printer. I probably should have turned it off while doing this, but I didn't. I'm going to just open this up here, and then you see this blue sheet. You just have to make sure that it's face down. So it'll tell you to load it this way, and that's all you do. You just make sure it stacks up nicely, and then you go ahead and close up the sprocket so easily. And I think that when you hit print, the first thing that comes out is the blue sheet of paper. So I'm just going to fast forward this part right here so that you can see that out comes the blue sheet. And then as the light's blinking, you'll know that it's working to print out this other photo. So give it some time. It kind of makes a little bit of noise, but I wasn't sure if it was completely working. But now look, here it's coming out, and I'm just going to leave this in real time so you can see how long it takes. It does not take that long. I would say one thing after playing with this is that if you edit your photo so that it is a little bit cooler instead of warmer, it does turn out a little bit more true to what appears on the screen. I'm happy with the quality. I think that with a few tweaks and edits, you can make the print a little bit better than just from what you take with your camera from your iPhone. So you can see it's a little bit more yellow in the print. It's a little cooler on the screen, which is actually how I wanted it to be. The nice thing about it is that it is a sticker, so you can just peel off the backing and stick it right to your paper. I've been using it for traveling. I really like it for this traveler's notebook style. And that was the first photo that I printed out, and Lang looked a little yellow. But other than that, as soon as I was able to figure out after a few
test prints that you do need to edit to make it cooler, it does look better. Like, look at how good this one looks. It's good contrast, good color. So one thing I wanted to point out, when I updated my phone, for some reason, I updated to an iPhone 7 and it created a little border around that Instax photo. So I'm not sure what happened there. But here is when I got the hang of editing the photos for the Sprocket. I think they turned out really good. I'm really happy with both printers. I don't think you can go wrong with either. I like the fact that they are stickers, so you can just stick them right into your book. But I do also love the Instax Share with the border. I think either printer is great to have.
Okay, so what did you think? Did you enjoy seeing these two printers, and am I a total enabler or what? So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're new around here, I'd love if you hit the subscribe button, and be sure to leave your comments below if you have any questions or comments about these printers or other printers that you might have. Leave them below. I love learning from you all about different ways you live your best creative life. Hope you feel inspired to get those creative juices flowing. Pocket printer, woo, woo. So cute and little. So cute and little.